top arm wrestlers in the world after King of the Table 3. First of all, except for number 1, which is Levin Sajinashvili, it seems difficult to rate the top heavyweight arm wrestlers after King of the Table 3 because we don't see any kind of superiority of one over the others. For example, Michael beat Dave in 2019, Gennady beat Michael in 2021, Dave beat Gennady in 2018, Hermes beat Gennady in 2021, Kurdecha beat Hermes in 2021, Dave beat Kurdecha in 2022, Trubin beat Michael in 2018, Dave beat Trubin in 2017 and Trubin beat Kurdecha in 2019. As we see, it is a mess and it is really difficult to gauge who is ahead of whom. The conclusion we reached is that styles make matches, that is, the arm wrestling style of one arm wrestler can cause more difficulties for another arm wrestler who is supposed to be better because of the previous rankings. For example, in the Dave vs Alex match at King of the Table 3, Alex was favored to win, especially after his resounding victory against Hermes. Alex was considered to be in the top 3 according to many rankings. In the match between Alex and Hermes, their style of arm wrestling made Kurdecha win and Hermes lose, even though Hermes was favored because he is one of the best top rollers in the world with a great technique. Alex used his height, he went over the top of the hand of Hermes, he took his wrist and pressed down. Before Alex beat Hermes, Alex had already beaten Tobias Sporong and Ryan Espy. All of them are purely top rollers that seek total control of the hand. However, in Alex Kurdecha's matches against Kidirgalian Gurbev and Krasimir Kostadanov, his opponents pressed sideways to the joint and they could win him. Something similar happened in a match Alex had against Rivaz Lutić at an event in Moldova. Alex also took Rivaz's wrist a little, but Rivaz beat Alex sideways. In Dave's match against Gennady, there were a few rounds where Dave didn't control Gennady's wrist, but still he was able to press with his pronator and win the match. In Alex vs Dave's match, we saw that if Alex had more pronation and compromised Dave's hand, Dave would be in trouble, but Alex couldn't completely dominate Dave's hand and beat his pronator. Dave lost a bit his wrist, but he had more horsepower, side pressure and endurance than Kurdecha and beat him. In the first round Dave was not so confident. Alex hit him and opened Dave's arm a little, but after 2 rounds, Dave got more confident, Alex cast out, at which point Alex gave up hope of winning. The final result was Dave's 5-1 victory versus Alex. Other interesting match was Hermes vs Gennady, where the Italian took everything from the Georgian with his wrist and his hand. The match between Michael and Gennady was totally different and Gennady beat Michael with his more strength and side pressure. On the other hand, we saw that Dave couldn't beat Devin and Michael in 2019 with wall rules. Maybe Dave's weak point is the king's move even when his adversary doesn't have as much horsepower combined with endurance as him. It will be interesting to see Dave vs Gennady at East vs West 3 on May 21st. I think it will be a tough match because Gennady's style is different from Kurdecha's or Hermes' style. If Gennady doesn't hand-wrist control Dave, Gennady will have a chance to apply his horsepower and endurance, which is likely superior to Kurdecha's. To recap the ranking of the top 10 arm wrestlers in the world after King of the Table 3, it is clear that Levin Sajinashvili is number 1. Number 2 is probably Vitaly Lalin. But from there doubts arise. While Devin doesn't pull any other Europeans, besides Levin, we can't be 100% sure what the ranking should look like. If we assume that Devin is number 3, the order from number 4 to 7 would be as follows: number 4 Dave Chaffee, number 5 Alex Kurdecha, number 6 Hermes Gasparini and number 7 Gennady Vigvinya. Next I will put the ranking of the best arm wrestlers for some of them. For Marcio Barboza, the top 8 is Levin, Vitaly, Devin, Dave, Alex, Hermes, Gennady, and Michael. For Injan Terzi, the top 5 is Levin, Vitaly, Dave, Alex, and Hermes. Devin would be somewhere between 3 and 6. For Derek Smith, the top 4 would be Levin, Devin, Vitaly, and Dave. For Kurdecha, the top 5 is Levin, Vitaly, Dave, Devin, and Hermes. For Hermes, the top 6 is Levin, Vitaly, Kurdecha, Hermes, Dave, and Gennady. For Ryan Bowe in the top 10 is Levin, Vitaly, Devin, Dave, Alex, Hermes, Prudnik, Gennady, Michael Todd, Bertsink, Hutchings. According to thesportnews.com, the top 6 are Levin, Vitaly, Dave, Kurdecha, Hermes, and Devin. After the Devin vs Levin match, there could be certain matches that will clarify the ranking a bit. As Engin Terzi has commented, if Devin loses against Levin, it would be interesting for Devin to face one of the Europeans who are in the top 7, Hermes, Kurdecha, Vitaly or Gennady, to see his real level and if we can place him at rank 3 or at least rank 7 without fear of being wrong.